A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hello everyone, welcome to A+ English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Laura.
And we are back with music and lyrics. There was a movie of that title, I believe, starring Drew Barrymore and Hugh Grant. But anyways, we're not talking about that. We're talking about learning lyrics through music. And of course, as you guys now know, lyrics are the words to the song.
Right.
And if you're learning English lyrics along with a song or music you love, it's a great way to easily, casually, and in a fun way improve your English vocabulary. You might even learn a new word or two as you're singing along to your latest and favorite jam.
Okay.
Or song.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, so is there one more question?
Oh, there's one more question. I asked the question. You asked the question. Okay, I'll ask
what kind of English words?
What kinds of English words do you know because of songs?
I hate that.
So a word that you didn't know before a song,
I actually
not before you read a
know
book
a lot
or
of words.
heard it in a movie or whatever. But can you think of one that you learned because of a song? That's tricky.
Maybe.
I've heard so many songs in my life.
But I actually know the words. I have to say chandelier.
Chandelier.
Yeah,
Okay, a very large light fixture.
Yeah.
You know, you might see it in a ballroom.
Everything
with
was presented with
crystals on it. So what song was? I think there's been a song with the name Chandelier.
Yeah, it was repeated so many times.
There you go. And you were like, what the heck is this person singing about?
I mean, I sort of know the words, but I was like, are you sure?
What did you think when you discovered that they're singing about a big lamp?
I was
a big
like,
ceiling light.
Interesting.
That is kind of weird, isn't it? Yeah.
It was viral.
The one that I can think of, this is from a very old song.
Right.
It's kind of a classic song, but I remember hearing it, and I speak English, and my friends speak English, and we all know English.
Right.
There's a song by Steve Miller, the Steve Miller Band, called The Joker, and he sings about the pumpetus of love.
Okay.
And I remember being in high school and we were all sitting around and going, what the heck's pumpetus?
Yeah, what is it?
And I think we looked it up. We might have even asked our English teacher. It's nothing. He just made it up. But it's such a well-known song. I think there's actually even a movie called The Pumpetus of Love. They took the lyric, they turned it into a title. It means nothing, but I guess it has a nice feeling to it. Yeah, so there you go. So be careful. You might say, hey, I heard this really cool new word. I want to talk about the pumpetus of the restaurant we're going to. That's not a word.
No.
Right. So be careful. We're going to be back with our article.
Understanding English songs. Listen, sing, repeat. Warm-up question. What kinds of English words do you know because of songs?
Step 3. Use tools. Visit websites such as genius.com to understand the stories behind songs. Also, you can play games on lyricstraining.com to practice your listening.
All right, we are back to talking about a few simple ways that you can learn English, or you can learn English words through following along to the lyrics of your favorite song. So we've already talked about picking a song, listen to the song, try to pick up the words just with your ear, and then using the internet or whatever, get the lyrics, actually read them through like a short story or like a little poem. And so let's move on to the third step, the third thing you should do to try to get this and be successful with it. Step 3, use tools. Get a hammer and hit those lyrics.
Not those
Get
tools.
a saw and cut. No, not like that. Not a screwdriver. Use different things around you. Tools are basically things you can use. It could be something you can touch and pick up, like a knife or a screwdriver, or it can be, the internet or your your computer.
There you go.
Or even your friends if you want to ask your friends who know this stuff. But basically, use the things you have access to. Use apps, whatever you have around you. Books even, if you have those. Use tools. So visit websites such as genius.com to understand the stories behind songs. So yeah, there's a lot of pop music fans in the world, and many of them have dedicated internet pages and other things to talking about and explaining lyrics to pop songs. So there's lots of stuff out there, lots of tools for you to use.
I love it. I didn't know this until I found out from my article.
Either.
Yeah, so I learned that genius.com is awesome for this. You can actually find out what the lyrics really mean and learn the stories behind your favorite songs.
Maybe it will explain what pompatus means.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. It's like getting the inside scoop on the songwriter's secrets.
Okay. Pompatus is in this song because the songwriter got lazy and he couldn't think of anything better. I mean, it could be that simple and interesting. All right, so that's a great thing you can do. Genius.com. They explain the lyrics, and of course, they'll have all the lyrics there, probably, right? Also, you can play games on lyricstraining.com to practice your listening. I didn't know about this either. This sounds pretty cool. So lyricstraining1word.com. You can learn the lyrics, you can listen along, but also they'll have little games, I guess, to kind of test you. They'll take words out. You'll have to try to remember the word, you know, that kind of stuff. It'll be fun.
I love it. It's a fun way to improve your English because you get to fill in missing words while listening to songs.
That's neat.
Yeah. So it makes learning feel like a game, which keeps things interesting. It's a great tool for practicing listening skills and expanding your vocabulary with music. Students should totally try it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think older folks should try. I'd love to try to see if I remember the lyrics from songs I loved, you know, when I was a kid. That could be also good training for your brain, right? Learning things, remembering things from long ago is good for your hard drive. So yeah, that's another good thing you can do. It's fun and it's free.
Yeah.
It's free. There you go. What can you got no other excuses now.
Step 4. Sing along with the song. First, sing along as you look at the lyrics. Start with one line of the song. After you're comfortable with that, sing a verse or the chorus. When you can, try not to look at the lyrics. Repeat it until you can sing it from start to end from memory. Music is a good way to learn a language. It makes words easy to remember and understand.
All right, step 4. We're getting near to the end, to the most fun stuff that you can do. Step 4 is sing along with the song. Now you know the lyrics, you understand the lyrics, you've looked up the lyrics, you might even have the lyrics there in front of you. What is to stop you from singing along with the song? What's that? You're a terrible singer? That doesn't matter. You can put a pillow over your head and sing under the covers.
Okay.
You can wait till all the family is out of the house. You can, sing in the shower. You can move near the airport where it's very noisy. It doesn't matter if you sing badly. Lots of people sing badly.
Really?
Pop stars sing badly, some of them. Don't let that stop you, in other words. Just sing along. As they say, dance like no one's watching. Sing like everyone's going, ah, and then they won't hear you, so who cares? Yes, first, sing along as you look at the lyrics. Start with one line of the song. Yeah, baby steps, little short steps, and then build it, build it, build it. Soon you'll be going through the whole song.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at singing along, like the chorus and everything.
I love singing along to songs. Absolutely.
Totally.
It makes time pass. It makes boring jobs less boring. Long car rides. If you're worried about things, it can take your mind off your problems. There's all sorts of good things you can get in your life by singing along to songs, and you can learn English. And it says, after you're comfortable with that, sing a verse or the chorus. So you're singing along with one line, maybe the first line of the song, try that a few times, add the second line, the third, and then take that chunk, whether it's the verse, kind of the first part of the song, or the chorus, the part they sing all the way through, whatever it is, then you kind of have a big bite of the song, a verse or a chorus. Try to do the whole thing in one go.
The verse is like the storytelling part of the story
It'll be
of the song.
Right?
Okay, it gives you the details and sets up the scene.
Definitely.
Think of it as the chapters in a book that build up the story.
Right.
主歌 and chorus. The chorus is the catchy, repeatable part of the song that you can't get out of your head. It's like the big, exciting moment in the story that happens again and again.
And they'll probably say the name of the song in the chorus often too, right?
副歌. So in Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, the lines, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, how I wonder what you are the chorus because they repeat and repeat.
Does that song have a verse? I think it's just chorus.
It's just Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star.
Actually, it probably does have a verse, but we all know the chorus.
We just know this.
Very, very well. So there it says, when you can, try not to look at the lyrics. This will probably happen fairly quickly after you try it a few times, and then after 10 or 15 minutes, I'm sure you might remember almost the entire song. So when you can, try not to look at the lyrics. Repeat it until you can sing it from start to end from memory. And this would also be good for musicians. I find a lot of singers these days have an iPad even on stage. And I think you should remember the lyrics to the song.
Exactly.
So if you ever want to be a singer, it's also just a good way to learn those songs because you look much more professional if you do.
Speaking of memory, actually, this reminds me, I like to watch game shows. This is a Taiwanese game show where contestants have to continue singing the correct lyrics after the song plays a bit.
That's fun.
It's really exciting because it tests how well they know the songs and keeps everyone on their toes.
It is. It's interesting.
Yeah, plus it's a fun way to learn and remember lyrics as you see how quickly people can recall the words. I think shows like these combine music and competition, making it a super entertaining way to practice listening and singing. If you want to do that in English, it'll be fun. Is there a game show like this maybe in
No,
Canada,
but I think there probably are similar ones. That does sound like fun. It also sounds like something we can play along with the people on TV, right? I do know one show, they don't do it with the lyrics, but they will start the song and then they will play and the song will slowly go quiet and you have to keep counting. And then everyone on the show in the game has to stop a clock when they think the singing starts.
Oh, that's
So they kind of play the first 5 seconds and then it goes silent.
That's more
and you
difficult.
have to keep going, okay, this is the music, and then the piano plays, and then they start singing and everyone stops.
Pro.
Well, you got to know the song really well and be able to sing it in the right time. So it's kind of an interesting way, a little twist on the one you saw, the one you were talking about there. But yeah, you can make lots of fun party games and whatnot with music, with lyrics, with songs. Get creative with it too. Music, it says, is a good way to learn a language. It makes words easy to remember and understand. And as we said, if you want to learn French or Spanish, Japanese, this would work with anything like that.
Absolutely. I find that songs make it so much easier to remember words and their meanings. Plus, when you're singing along, you're practicing pronunciation without even realizing it. I actually think watching dramas and movies, those are also great because you hear real conversations and learn phrases in context. So I always learn the lines from my favorite movies or repeat them after my favorite character.
That's great. Yeah, absolutely. And almost everything you watch now, you have subtitles. You can have it in any language. You can slow videos down many times and watch them like that. So there's definitely lots of simple, easy to use and free to use options and tools out there. So how about this? Would you like to write lyrics to old music to help you study something? Why or why not?
Maybe not to study something, but just for fun, like maybe a joke, an inside joke with my friends or something like that.
That could be very, very fun.
希望大家今天学到这么多的唱歌学英文的 pebble，一定要多加的练习你的听力哦。练习的英文要怎么说？就是 practice， 这是一个动词哦，在本课的用法有训练练习的意思。For example, she practices the piano every evening to improve her skills. 她每天晚上练习钢琴以提高她的技能。Or you could also say the players practice soccer on the weekends to prepare for the game. 为了准备比赛，球员们在周末练习足球。再来，我们还是看到了 comfortable 这个形容词哦，有轻松自在的、应付自如的。For example, I feel comfortable talking to my best friend about anything. 我觉得我跟我最好的朋友，聊任何的事情都非常的自在。 Or you could say the workers are comfortable with the changes to the project plan. 员工们对专案计划的变更适应良好。那你们的记忆力好吗？记忆的英文就是 memory， 它是一个名词哦。For example, my favorite childhood memory is playing in the park with my sister. 我最喜欢的童年记忆是跟姐姐在公园里玩耍。或者你可以这么用 ：The woman tried to describe the crime to the police from memory. 这名女子呢，试着凭记忆向警察说明犯案经过。那刚刚有提到要学语言，听歌是一个好方法。语言的英文当然就是 language 这个名词。For example, learning a new language opens doors to understanding different cultures. 这个 Laura 真的觉得学习一门新语言可以让你了解不同的文化，超赞的。Or you could say, I changed the language from Chinese to English on my phone. 我将手机的语言从中文改成英文，这样也真的可以让你英文变更好哦。那刚刚其实我们还有看到 line 这个字，大家会想说这不就是线吗？不对哦，在本课它是当作字行，像是歌词的一行一行，或者是台词也是这个字，它是一个名词哦。For example, Tiffany and I can remember all the lines from our favorite movie, Mean Girls. Tiffany 跟我可以记得我们最喜欢的电影 Mean Girls 里面所有的台词 So fetch.
Review time.
All right, we have a quick review time game for you guys. Let's go over our words before we get into it. The first word was practice, then we had comfortable, we also had memory, and it makes sense that we had the word language as the fourth of our new words. So for this, we're going to do a very simple game of definitions. I will kind of describe the word, say things that the word might be used for, you know, kind of like what you might see in a dictionary, how to use the word, what the word means, and you'll have to tell me which word I am talking about. The trick is I have to do it without saying the word. All right, so I am going to have to rehearse. I am going to have to do an exercise in order to improve.
To practice.
I'm going to have to practice.
Yeah.
Exactly right, yes. Let's see. Something that is stuck in your mind from your past. A mental image of a previous event. Very good. Memory. And something that feels good to the body, to the touch, to the skin. Something that gives...
Comfy. Comfortable.
Comfortable. Thank you very much. I was almost about to say something that gives comfort. Yes, it's comfortable. That's right. All right, well done, guys. Thanks for joining us. We wish you all the best with your singing and your lyric learning. And remember, doesn't matter if you can sing or not. Everyone can do this, and it will help all of you learn English better and have fun while doing it. So that's not a bad thing. Take care, everyone.
耶！大家喜欢今天的内容吗？记得按赞、订阅、开启小铃铛，你就不会错过任何精彩的内容哦。